and the Rescuer channel has picked up a project. What have we got? There it is. It's actually quite a cool little project. It's a lexmoto Michigan. Very popular bikes. People really like them. And I don't know what the condition's like at this stage. I know it's got some spiders on it. I know the steering might be slightly bent, but I'm not sure. And I know that I can I can smell stinky petrol everywhere. So let's get this bike out, but right now it's too dark to really see what's going on. Let's have a close look while we've got a bit of light. Paintwork looks okay, although fuel's been all over it. I'm going to give that a spray before I put it away. Tyres look okay. It looks like it's been left in a garden, but it doesn't look terrible at all. It selected gear earlier. Let's see if we can get a better look from the back. How are we looking? Exhaust looks good. This side looks good. I think this is going to brush up well. I really do. I think this is going to be a nice bike for someone. I'm looking forward to it. First thing I need to do tomorrow, get it out, get the battery, charge it, see if it charges. It probably won't. If it don't, I'll get a new one. But this is a fuel injection. It's not. It's a carbed model. Is it? It looks like a carb, but some of the modern fuel injections. No, that's a carb. That's a carb. I like carbs. I like carbs. These 125s run much better with carbs. Brilliant. I think the steering is very slightly off. Very slightly. I very rarely pick up accessories. I kind of don't bother. Let's see what's in this bag. What is in this bag? I rarely pick up extra locks or anything because I just can't be arsed really. What's in here? Look, I have no interest in people's junk. I mean, bungee cords are handy. That's it. Right. Junk. I'll keep the bungee cords. Whatever. I'll chuck it in anyway. So there it is. One of the cheapest finds in the country right now, £350. It's a good bike. It will sell for about £12.50 when I'm finished with it, if it's a good running, serviced, MOT'd bike. Yeah. Keep watching.
2,000 years later.
Hey everyone. Back on the road this morning. Last week when I picked up that other bike, I was desperately all day trying to arrange to pick up a second bike within the same run. That way I save 60 quid on the zip fans. But I just couldn't tie down this second guy, which was very frustrating. Now a week later, the guy's been messaging me all week. I kind of did negotiate a deal. I did negotiate a price, £250. So now I felt bad that I did negotiate and then didn't follow through, although the truth is actually his timings just didn't work for me. Ultimately, I am going now. First thing, it's very early Saturday morning. The roads are empty, as you can see. And yeah, it's a basic sim moped 125. I do like the sims. They are the stronger of the Chinese mopeds. They do last a long time. This one appears to be a runner rider with a basic MOT fail. It's an MOT fail where I know it probably shouldn't have been. when I read the paperwork, it sounds like a garage who just don't like Chinese bikes, and they do that thing they do, where other garages who are more decent would say, keep an eye on that. I think slight misting of the fork seal is an example of that. I might be speaking too soon though. It could be, it could have blown the seal, we don't know. And then it said the rear shock doesn't have enough dampening. Problem is with Chinese bikes, the shocks are shit anyway. They don't, you know. So lots of old-fashioned garages that hate Chinese bikes go, oh, that's broken, it's shit. It's not, you know, it's rare that it's shit when it's not that old. It's just that it's shit out of the factory, and that's the way it is. Anyway, it should be a quick flip. The channel needs funds. So let's go and see this thing. Hopefully it's smooth. I'm going to load it really quickly. This morning, I'm so tight on the SIB fan. I've got it till 11 actually, and that's not. I've cut it really fine. So hopefully we get this done. Oh, long morning guys. So here we go. Yeah, long drive. This is the bike. It looks in good nick overall. I have no idea if it starts, turns, runs, rides, or does anything. These are the forks in question. They're definitely not leaking. There may be misting. The pitting's not ideal. I might try and bring that down a touch. But they're not leaking. This side, nah, they're not leaking. Look at that. Misting. The pitting isn't ideal. But they're not leaking. That's really annoying. The guy put down serious fluid leak. Let me dry my fingers fully. Okay. Yeah. Misting is what I would say. There's another couple of years out of this bike. He also said the rear shocks are, I think it said either leaking or just not working. I'm not even sure these have oil in them, as in they're oil pressured. They look fine to me. I'm going to give them a bounce in a minute, but they look fine to me. And then the rear tyre is below its minimum, which it is. Problem with the rear tyre on these is it's a right pain in the arse to get off. You have to take this whole swing arm off. You have to take the exhaust off, and you take it out that way. So it is really bloody annoying. But the actual quote to get all of that done would be hundreds, way worth more than the bike's worth actually. So if this starts, runs and rides now, let's do a oil dip while it's cold. It hasn't been started. Well, I don't know if it does start actually. Let's have a look. Right, let's get that off. I get so bloody messy, look. Let's do an oil dip. People don't understand oil dips, but you don't actually screw it in. You dip it. Yeah, there's oil in there. I will absolutely do a full service on the bike if I can squeeze it through an MOT. It would be a shame. They're really not leaking excessively on the front, so it would be a shame if it's off the road already. What year is it? It's a 14, so it's 9 years old. So, yeah, I think that's excessive. Right, actually, what am I doing? Let's see. I don't know what it does or doesn't do. Bloody hell. He said it was unlikely to start. He said, look, it's been sitting a while. It's unlikely to start. Let me get the stand out. I'll give this a minute or two to warm up. Let me get the stand out and we'll see. Well, actually, let's see. Front light. Good, high and low. Good. Rear should be on now. It is. Let me hold the camera there and see if. Good. And the other one. Wow. So all the brake lights work. In the horn, we just checked the indicators. Front left, front right. Good. All right. Wow, we've got everything. Right, let me get the stand and I'll just run it around a bit and we'll just see that it does the basics. It sounds great. The choke's obviously on, it's automatic choke, but it sounds great. I haven't actually checked all of the containers. Right, I just want to see what it does. You'll know in this little small area anyway. Brakes feel great. They're not, them forks, they're not leaking at all. They're not leaking at all. That drives beautiful. So what do we really need? We need a rear tyre. That's all we really need, a rear tyre. That rides great. Let's get the code off it so I can order one. It's a 110 70 16, and I may or may not. The rear shocks feel fine, no issues at all. Absolute knobheads who said they weren't right. Absolute Chinese bike haters. Nothing wrong with the shocks, the rear shocks at all. They feel great. What's that? Is that a fuel line? It's got a fuel tank. Alright. I'm very happy with this. If I can scrape it through its MOT, we're sorted. Where's the on switch for the heated grips? There it is. Oh shit, it works with the bloody bike off. I hate heated grips. How do we pop the seat? Oh, is it on here? Yeah. Ooh. Toolkit. Right. It's a basic sim. It's good. I like it. I haven't checked in. You never know. You get some luxuries sometimes. Come on. Nah. But having it is a result. Okay, we've got 2 sets of keys. The documents are all here. That's a good buy. I like that. I really like that. I'm very happy with that. We need a rear tyre. And I have no doubt that will pass an MOT. If the fork seals show me that they have some misting over the next week, my first port of call will be cleaning the seals. There is pitting on the forks, but it's like they don't feel, it's like they've kind of been dealt with. But you'd see more sign if it was sanded or anything. I mean, it's definitely something that could come in the future because there's pitting. But at the moment, it's really not an issue, so it really should just go through. Yeah. All right. This is going aside. This is not one for today. I've really got my heart set on looking at the Lexmoto, so let's pull that out. Let's see what's going on. So here we go. Some issues already. This has also got a bit of pitting on the suspension, but it's not within the travel area, so I think that'll be fine. It's a shame that though. It's dirty. I've just sprayed it all over to kind of give it its first bit of a clean. And I currently don't know where the key is. I'm going to go home and check briefly. I might have just chucked it at home. Everything's stiff. It's been sitting ages. I can't even get that to move. Let's get some penetrant on there. I can't even get it. Ooh. You just hear how dirty the whole thing is. It's just dirty. Right, let me go and find the key. There's nothing we can do without a key.